What's up, y'all, and welcome to the Aging Potheads. I am your boy, Big Brother Boss, and Candace is out tonight, so it'll be just me tonight. What is everyone doing tonight? Go ahead and share this out with your friends and let them know we is coming to smoke tonight. I am your host, Big Brother Boss. Like I said, you are talking now with the Aging Potheads. We are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and we talks about just about everything, but we do it high, we do it under the influence, and I am your favorite under the influence here tonight. Now, if you have any questions or anything, want to hit us up at info@theagingpotheads.com. When you go ahead, the chat room is now open, y'all. So for your comments, where are you watching us from and what are you smoking tonight? And as always, what we like to do at the beginning of the show is grab our blunts and go ahead and blaze up. Ooh-wee. And let us know what you're smoking on tonight. What I am smoking on tonight is Straw Nana. It is an indica blend that we got from Green Dispensary over on Rainbow. It's not an endorsement. We just go ahead. That's why I'm letting you know where I got the smoke from. Now, it is an indica. However, I do like the feel of it. It doesn't get too heavy. It doesn't make me sleepy. And it does not make me, like I said, feel heavy to where I got like couch lock. It is a nice indica. It does relax you. It's a nice, sweet taste to it. I really do like this one here. And this is Straw Nana. Like I said, it is an indica. I would give this out of 5. I would give this 4 blunts. It is an indica. One thing it does kind of do, though, is it does sort of let you down a little harsh. So the high just goes away. But like I say, your mileage may vary. Let us know what you're smoking on tonight. Leave it in the comments if you smoked it before. Now, our strain of the week this week is one of my favorites, which is Sour Tangy, which is a sativa mix there. And it is a sativa hybrid, sativa dominant. It is very, gives you a little bit of gas taste, plus a little bit of sweetness on the back end, citrusy. It smokes very well, whether you're smoking it in a bong, in papers, or in a concentrate. Now, this one right here, it hits pretty good. It's a fast high, so I'd say after two or three tokes, you're gonna start to feel the effects. It gives you this nice, airy feeling. It's actually pretty good. It's like I said, it's one of my favorites. It's one of those things I would like. I always say I like to watch TV with it, but this is actually something I can actually smoke and have a conversation without sort of like being distracted. I could carry on like a nice conversation with folks without having to be having that foggy headedness. Now, if you do over medicate, you will get that foggy headedness. However, it is really not that bad. It's a nice relax and chill thing. I would suggest if I smoke this would be something I would smoke after work and just something to ease into while I prepare dinner or I'm getting my evening stuff done. Not a good thing for me to do it before work because on the back end, as the high does start to come down, does make you feel a little lazy. Sour Tangy is very good. It's a sativa brand dominant. Like I said, I will go ahead and rate the stuff I have today. If I smoke it sometime in the next week, I'll go ahead and let y'all folks know. Let us know what you're smoking tonight in the comments. Thank you all for joining us on YouTube and Twitter tonight, or X, whatever y'all want to call it tonight. Let us know what you're smoking. Let us know where you are watching from tonight. Now, we do a lot of stuff here in Vegas, but what we're going to get onto is that last week there was a cyber attack by a group called Alpha Black Cat, which hacked into the MGM, um, who was able to hack the MGM properties here in Las Vegas. I believe it was around the world, and the systems were down. It was long lines to register. They had to go what they call pretty much analog, where everything was written down. What systems were working were slow, and so it was a very stressful time for those who were here who were visiting Vegas. Now, it was a ransomware attack by this group, which means that those who are not familiar with the term, basically a group or a hacking group will release a virus or something into the system of a big corporation, and then they'll ask for a certain amount of money in order to fix the issue or run an antivirus, something like that. This is what occurred here. Now, when the story first broke, we just thought it was the MGM, but then Caesars Entertainment released a statement saying that they were also two victims of ransomware, but they paid the ransom and got on about their business. The group Alpha Black Cat said they originally did it to warn them, saying that they needed to come clean on some very shady dealings they had with insider trading in their executive offices or in their executive branches, or whatever you want to call it, up top, the upper level folks. Now, they said once MGM did not respond when they knew they had the ability to go ahead and resolve this issue, they did not. That's when the ransomware came in. Alpha had released a statement, and it said they were trying to work with them. Now, this week, y'all didn't hear much, but we were hearing much about on the conspiracy theory side, to whereas they said there was no response from the governor or the mayor or any offices like that. So, it makes you want to wonder really what's going on here. And as of today, I hadn't seen anything come across my timeline talking about whether the cyber attack was still going. As far as I'm concerned, I think they paid it secretly and are going along about their lives. Now, let me know in the comments what you feel about the MGM cyber attack. If you've heard of it, if you haven't heard of it, has this happened in your area? The rub with this one, y'all, which was pretty funny, was that the cyber attack was just that. They used a method called social engineering, which is where you relate to someone and it makes them want to give you information. This basically was a phone call. They said it took a 10-minute phone call and they were into the system. And basically what social engineering is sometimes you'll pick up a phone, you'll say, hey, this is such and such an IT. Somebody on the other end of the line, they're going to assume you're IT. They're going to say, hey, I sent you this. We're updating computers or something like that to get you to trust them. And then they say, hey, I'm going to email you this. Go ahead and click on it. And they're bad actors, or they're bad actors. And basically, once you click on that link, it opens up your system to the hackers. Now, if there's any shady dealings going on in MGM Grand, that's I wouldn't say that's neither here nor there, but it's basically trending to what hackers really do. Hackers are the type that will, for social justice or to bring people to accountability, they will hack into systems just so these people can just so the evidence and everything is there. I believe that's what Alpha or Black Cat was doing at this point. They have, like I said, I haven't seen a statement from either MGM Grand or the hackers group Black Cat in regards to this issue. Let us know in the comments what you know about this, how you feel about it, and is this something that we should really be watching for? Because we do know that almost every country in the world, including those who are not in good standing or really beefing with the United States, We know they have hackers also. So let me know how you feel over that, because to me that's a bigger, broader picture. Because China has been in recent weeks saying they have the ability to hack our U.S. systems. So, you know, that's another thing we'd have to worry about. Also, during this, there were data breaches. From what Black Hat said, they said there were data breaches. They do have information, and it was going to be put on a website. The information they had, um, they didn't know what it was. They just seen the file. They don't know. But in both cyber attacks on MGM and Caesars, there was a excuse me, there was a sorry, y'all. There was a data breach of millions of people who were in their loyalty clubs, who were registered guests, who may have registered on the websites, things like that. So it was a big data breach, and so those who have loyalty clubs in the MGM or Caesars, I suggest you do go ahead and check your credit report and make sure you start changing all your passwords and everything, and make sure you start be diligent in your information to see how your information is shared online. Um, Switching gears here, over the weekend, or I shouldn't say over the weekend, a couple of weeks ago, y'all, Oprah and The Rock got on TV, made a public service announcement that they had started a charity with $10 million of their money for a charity to help those who were affected by the fires in Maui last month. Now, they were trying to pander to us regular folks, knowing that, hey, and I'm gonna go on some opinion here. Times are getting hard, gas is high, rent is high, food is high, the cost of living is high, and these billionaires and millionaires get on TV and say, hey, these people need your help. Now, Oprah is one of the largest landowners on Maui. Um, so she does have a vested interest in this, and we can get into the conspiracy stuff if you like. But many folks were upset that they were pretty much out of touch with what was going on with with the rock with the in Maui. It was very people were very upset that they were asking regular people when they could pay for this stuff themselves. Now, in listening to watching a couple of videos, I do know that pretty much they set up a nonprofit, y'all. And if you know how nonprofits work, they get the money. So this is the funny part, y'all. So think about it on this end. They're going to put $10 million of it in, but they're going to get more back, because let's go on some conspiracy stuff here. Now, they declared a state of emergency, and what that means is that the federal government will release money, and one of the first places they do release the money to is nonprofits. Like I said, I'm getting this from a video, y'all. So it's going to be paraphrased, and by all means, if I say something incorrect, please correct me in the comments. Let me know if I am being correct or not. Now, basically, what happens when the government says, "Hey, we're going to send monies directly to Maui to help these people," first thing they do is they go to the people who are on the ground. So enter The Rock and Oprah's charity, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So what'll happen there is they'll get it and they'll ask for the money. The money will be sent to their charity. At that point, they can pretty much write themselves a check for whatever the amount they want, get their money back, and the government's on the line for that stuff, for that money. Not like that they're just paying it out. Now, also, Oprah, from what I hear, like I said, I didn't do a deep dive. I was just watching the videos, but I heard it in two of the videos that Oprah classifies her land as farmland, which qualifies as a small business. So what happens also is now, as a farm, she can claim monies for her small business and then come in and take money from that. So it seems like a money grab. You guys can go down a rabbit hole on that. I sometimes get a little too high and I get distracted when I do these things. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you feel about the about the Rock and Oprah pandering to regular folks to get to get money for the fires in Maui. And that doesn't claim that they're not trying to do a good thing, but sometimes it seems a little out of touch and tone deaf when it comes to these types of things. When they have the money to do it, it can be a tax write-off for them, and then they'll get more money because people are going to donate to this charity. If you want to donate to the charity, hey, that's good. That is your decision. I'm not going to judge you for it, but I agree with a lot of folks who said it was very tone deaf in how they came out asking for that, when we are in the middle of times here where we don't have a lot extra to be spending. And yes, we understand those folks who are over there suffering or still suffering. But understand we can only give what we can give, folks. Do not feel guilty if you cannot give. There is nothing wrong with that. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Oprah and the Rock and these asking regular folks to donate to those who need help in Maui due to the fires from last month. Now, back on the celebrity stuff here. I mean, keeping with the celebrity business here, over this weekend, there was a couple of divorces that were mentioned and announced. Hugh Jackman and his wife are separating. Also, talk show host Jenny Mai and rapper Jeezy split this weekend. They do share a child in Fulton County, which is where Atlanta is, in Georgia. They filed for pretty much what we would call irreconcilable differences, which means they're going to divorce and they're not going to make up. Now, basically, as this happened, rumors were flying around. Many were talking about a clip from a show that Jenny Mai had done. I believe it was The Talk, which airs on CBS. And she said something to the effect that black men on the side and white men, white meat is what's going to keep you going, which sort of was like a reference to say that dealing with a black man was something she did on the side for fun. And when she really wanted to settle down, she was going to get with a white guy because those are the ones that pay the bills and do this and that. That's coming back to bite her. A lot of folks are saying that. Also, a lot of people are talking about her anger management issues. Jenny Mai's anger management issues. And I haven't heard of that, folks. To tell you the truth, I hadn't heard of that being that way. I hadn't heard that she had an attitude issue. But I don't follow these folks that much. However, it was all over the news. And so I just wanted to take a look at it, let you guys know so we can discuss it. Let us know in the comments what you feel about it, folks. About the split of Jenny Mai and Jeezy. Now, on some more serious stuff, y'all. A couple weeks ago here in Las Vegas, a biker was hit, and it was a fatality. Biker did not survive the accident. Now, in the last couple of weeks, there has been a video floating around on social media, which has gone viral, of two teenagers in a car, and they hit this person and kept going. They posted that. It got posted to social media, and they are now trying. They did find the 17-year-old. He was arrested for driving a stolen car, reckless endangerment, and now open murder because he did because the bicyclist did succumb to his injuries fatally. Rest in peace to this. Rest in peace to the bike rider. And also, we do know that there was another accident, another hit and run that may involve this teenager who is being tried as an adult um, on that day in a stolen vehicle. Now, they are also looking for the passenger because it was the passenger of the vehicle who filmed it, and they are looking for that person also. In the video, you can see that both their faces were covered. They are minors. However, the one they do have in custody will be tried as an adult. As a side note to this, y'all, um, and not to defend this piece of shit who did it, but he is 17 years old, regardless of his history, because rumors are flying that he is a frequent flyer in the juvenile system. When it comes to this, although I do not believe folks should be tried, kids should be tried as adults pass after a certain age or below a certain age, rather. However, this young man is 17 years old. He is still young. I don't believe that, even though he's being tried as an adult, I don't believe that he should be put in an adult jail. I know there's folks out there who say, hey, he murdered a guy, that's hardcore. He deserves to be in there with those hardcore criminals. And I get that, folks. But we are still talking about a teen, a young man. And even though he might spend the rest of his life in jail based on these charges, I believe if you put him in an adult jail, it will lead to him being punished another way, in ways that maybe he never even thought of. So I believe until he actually gets sentenced, he shouldn't go to adult prison or jail. He shouldn't go to adult jail. If he's tried in as an adult and convicted as an adult, that's no problem. I have no issue with him going to prison because that's how it works. Even though fundamentally I disagree with trying folks as adults, trying children as adults. However, he is that age where I would personally say, okay, he is grown. He should know the difference between right and wrong. But I don't know this guy's history. And like I said, I'm not defending a piece of shit, because if you're going to record yourselves hitting someone, and from my understanding, it seems like it seems like it was something they were doing just for fun. Who hits and terrorizes people for fun, for likes and clout? Which leads me to, which I will always come back to this conversation about how we live in an age where we have to look for approval by doing the dumbest shit. But this time it seems like it's murder. It's murder, folks. Not seems like it is. That's what it is. It is murder, to where it is, these kids basically did a hit and run on a bicyclist from behind, posted it on the internet. And how it's the craziest thing ever. They were kids, 17 years old. The second guy, we do not know his age, but the police are looking for this person to basically so they can be held accountable for their part in this also, because although the driver was caught and is in jail now, the passenger who actually shot the video, who actually recorded the video, is still out there. So, I will keep you guys updated on it. Let us know in the comments what you think about this case. It was a hit and run that was shared on social media. Now, I understand that we do live in this age where everything is online. Everything we do, we record almost everything. However, why are there folks online looking for approval from people online who want to go viral? Because that's the big thing. Everybody wants to be an influencer now, and they want to have the next viral video. They want to do this. They want to do that online. They want to be that person. But murder, crime, things like that, to me, is not how you do it. I hope this young man is held accountable. I hope the other young man is held accountable as well. And in the comments, y'all, let us know what you think about this case. And if you have any more information, share it with the folks in the group, y'all. Let us know what's going on. Now, this next one, y'all, this next one is going to baffle you. This came across my timeline the other day. This came across my newsfeed the other day. There is a doorbell cam video of I wouldn't even say a confrontation, of a incident between two police officers in Ohio and a father. What occurred was a father found out that his 11-year-old daughter was talking to an adult online, and he found out. He talked to his daughter. He then called the police to report this to them. He reported this is at 6:00 in the evening. The police did not show up until midnight. And on top of them not showing up immediately or in a timely manner, they showed up at midnight. And not only did they show up at midnight, they begin to say, they implied that if they investigate this, his daughter, his 11-year-old daughter, could possibly be arrested for the production and distribution of child pornography. I mean, it's the craziest thing ever. This is what these two cops said to this father, whose daughter is a victim. And these police further victimized this young lady by saying, hey, if we do an investigation, you could also be arrested too. Now, on top of coming late, I mean, you show up at 12 o'clock. He said his daughter was asleep. But to say that to a father who really called police because he was trying to figure out how he can help his daughter, who was a victim of an online predator. It is the craziest thing ever. Folks, if you run over to YouTube, you can just type it in. You will find this video. Trigger warning for those who may be victims of child sexual abuse and the like. But it pisses you off to watch it, because during the time they were waiting for someone to answer the door, the police were they were talking shit. They were talking about, hey, I want to go ahead and get a they were talking about soda. Say, hey, I want a Sprite. I haven't had a Sprite, but I want a Sprite. And they were talking about sodas. They were just shooting the shit. And then they seemed to, like, when the guy answered the door, it was almost like the cops acted like they didn't really want to be there. And they did show it. I will have more information for this, y'all, as I get it. But we do know it did happen in Ohio. Now, a lot of these things I mentioned might not be on the news, except I do know the Las Vegas hit and run is on the news. However, I haven't seen a lot of news about this Ohio, the Ohio police video of them victim blaming this young girl. However, like I said, you can go ahead and YouTube or Google it. The video will come up because it is trending. And it's almost like going to my last story about the hit and run. That shit goes viral. And then it makes the news because they're investigating the death of someone. But this is a young girl who's 11 years old talking to an adult online. And we call the police because that's what we're supposed to do, because this guy committed a crime. And the police show up very nonchalant. They show up very unhelpful. What is a father to do? Now, in talking to some friends about this, they were like, next time they'll call the police, find out who the guy is, and go take care of him. And although that's wrong and will lead to actually the police arresting you, what is a father or what is a parent to do when they are in this type of situation? Let me know in the comments, what is as a parent, if you found out that your child was talking to an online predator and you called the police and they were very nonchalant and very unhelpful, how would you go about still trying to hold this person accountable, get someone arrested? Because if he's doing it to one child, he or she is probably doing it to another child, y'all. So most definitely, let me know in the comments how you feel about that, y'all, because it is very, very it's very shitty. It's a very shitty thing, y'all. It's a very shitty thing. Hey, Bunny, thank you for watching us tonight. Where you watching from? What you smoking on? Or thank you for joining us, man. I'm getting high already, y'all. But my thoughts here is if the police are unhelpful, you can go down and file a complaint. Since it did happen online, you can also go ahead and contact the FBI because it did happen online. Lines are federally protected. So that's something you can also do. Like I said, I will go ahead and give you guys an update as I get more information. But let me know in the comments how you folks feel about that and any other topics we talked about tonight, such as the cyber attack at the MGM, Jenny Mai and Jeezy splitting, Las Vegas hit and run, and this case itself of the Ohio police victim blaming this 11-year-old child. Now, it's very sad. It's very sad. Now, normally I'm here with Candace and we moving through. We got a whole bunch of topics. However, it is just me tonight, but I am talking about what I like to talk about. What I'm going to right now is this week I had actually I've been watching this show. It is Judge Steve Harvey. Now, I'm not a big Steve Harvey fan, but this show itself is a cool show. It is basically Steve Harvey serving as a judge, just like we have celebrity judges in the past. They are sitting there, and it's different than some of the other court shows because a lot of times he's dealing with friends and family. So the folks who are coming in there are friends, their family, girlfriend, boyfriend. They do have some sort of relation to each other. And what happens here is a lot of times it's not just like we see on TV where we got a business and a regular person or two people who really don't know each other going at it. These folks normally know each other, and it's normally a family or a conflict between friends. A lot of the time, Steve does award the defendant, but he also tries to help them mend their relationships because a lot of these cases, which pretty much is always over money, it tears them apart, even though these folks might not be, even though these folks might not really be hateful towards each other over the money, but it strains their relationship, and Steve tries to help them mend their relationship. So definitely, y'all, it is a good watch. It is on ABC, but I do watch it streaming on Hulu. There is 2 seasons up right now on Hulu. I do recommend it. Out of 5 blunts, I did give this show 4.5 blunts for the Judge Steve Harvey. Let me know what you are watching, y'all. Like I said, this is our spoiler alert section. So let us know what you're watching. That way, your fellow potheads, they can also watch as well as let us know what you think about it. Now, moving on to our munchies, y'all. And I am getting the munchies now. I can't wait. I shouldn't say I can't wait because I like spending time with y'all. Once the show is over here, y'all, I'm going to definitely grab me something to eat. But I do want to talk about what I did have to eat, y'all. And while I'm pulling this title up, y'all, let me know what your favorite go-to munchie is. Like when you get to smoking and you get the munchies, let me know what your favorite go-to munchie is. What is your favorite snack? I am going to talk about this place called Excellent, and it is a breakfast spot over on Desert Inn in Eastern here in Las Vegas. They serve breakfast and lunch. I had the steak and eggs from there. The steak and eggs from Excellent are excellent. It's It's my go-to when I get there. One thing I like to do when I do visit breakfast spots is I do like to try the things that I love to eat for breakfast at a breakfast spot. So me personally, I definitely try the steak and eggs. I try the corned beef hash because I love corned beef hash. I definitely try the pancakes, and I may try the waffles if they're not too expensive. But one thing that's on the menu, if I see it and I want to try it and it sounds good, is French toast because I do love, absolutely love French toast. Haven't tried it here, but the steak and eggs were excellent. It comes with a ribeye steak, 3 eggs, hash browns, or country potatoes. And the country potatoes are huge, y'all. They are so good. They are so chunky. They are well seasoned. They are perfection. The steak is good. The eggs were good and nice and fluffy. I gave this 5 blunts because every time I go there, I am not disappointed, and that is something very, very good for me because I love breakfast. Let me know in the comments what your favorite go-to munchie is. I did have, like I said, the steak and eggs from Excellent. Let me know what you're munching on in the comments there. Now, we are at the like I said, the show is going pretty fast tonight, y'all. I do apologize that Candace couldn't make it tonight. We do send her love. She was having a couple of issues tonight. Now, if you are experiencing issues where you feel alone or you feel like hurting yourself or others, or you just are in a crisis, make sure you dial 988 from your phone or text and get the help you need. Here in Vegas, you can also dial 211. If it is an emergency, y'all, please dial 911 and get the help you need. But if you just need someone to talk to, go ahead and dial 988. They do have the resources to help you and get the help that you need. Also, if you are a victim of domestic violence, make sure you have this number on hand for the National Domestic Violence Hotline, which is 1-800-799-7233. Now, like I said, get the help you need, especially the crisis line at the 988, y'all, because we would rather talk about you. We'd rather talk with you than about you. So please, if you know someone who needs help or you need help yourself, make sure that you do that. And at this time, I do want to thank everybody for watching us. We are probably about 20 minutes short today. I do want to thank everyone for watching us tonight and dealing with my monotone voice. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did enjoy the conversation. Let me know if you really want to hit us up. Go ahead and hit us up at info. Oh, where's my email address? Here we go. Info at theagingpotheads.com. Like I said, I am Big Brother Boss. And for Candace, for Miss Candy, as well as Token Tony, we do thank you for joining us. We are the Aging Potheads. We are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. And until next time, my friends, I want to go ahead and let you know to meditate and medicate. And as always, until next we meet, stay lifted, my friends. Good night.